Hi, this is Colin from the History Pilgrim. I hope you've been enjoying my videos, and I'd be interested to hear your comments. Be sure to like and share with a friend. The development of American Chinese food in San Francisco and further into the rest of the United States is a unique and influential culinary phenomenon rooted in San Francisco's rich history of Chinese immigration. The arrival of Chinese immigrants during the California Gold Rush in the mid-1800s marked the beginning of Chinese culinary influence in the U.S. Early Chinese immigrants, primarily from the Guangdong province, opened restaurants to cater to their community as well as Caucasian patrons. The transformation of traditional Chinese dishes to suit American tastes led to the creation of a new culinary variation known as American Chinese food. This process involved adapting ingredients and flavors to cater to local preferences. This resulted in the invention of dishes such as lo mein, chop suey, crab rangoons, and Peking dumplings. These adaptations reflected both the innovation of Chinese American chefs and the adding of East Asian cuisine into the tapestry of American dining culture. San Francisco became a hub for innovative Chinese American cuisine, with dining establishments such as the Mandarin and the Chinese Doll leading the way. These restaurants played a key role in popularizing American Chinese food, which led to their widespread acceptance and integration into the American palate. Chop suey is often credited as the first Chinese dish to gain widespread popularity in the U.S. It is believed to have been created by Chinese chefs in San Francisco during the late 1800s and early 1900s. The dish consists of stir-fried meat, usually beef, pork, or chicken, and vegetables served in a savory sauce with white rice. This cuisine serves as a cultural bridge between Chinese immigrants and broader American society, as it has allowed Chinese Americans to find work in running these establishments and preserve some aspects of their culinary heritage. The availability of Chinese food in American suburbs all throughout the U.S. highlights the massive amount of people of Chinese heritage throughout the United States. It is a common practice for major cities such as Boston, Chicago, and Seattle to have markets in Chinese immigrant communities where Chinese restaurants in the surrounding area can source their ingredients from. It is also common for Chinese immigrants who move to major cities in the U.S. to find work in the surrounding areas and to commute daily to surrounding suburbs for work in Chinese restaurants as a first career in the U.S. There is a common cultural tradition which has emerged in the U.S. for Jewish families to dine at Chinese restaurants on Christmas Day, as the U.S. being a majority Christian nation has most other restaurants closed. An example of Chinese American cuisine in its most grandiose form is the Kowloon restaurant in Saugus, Massachusetts. The Kowloon stands as a monumental symbol of Chinese American culinary success and cultural integration. Founded in 1950 and subsequently purchased by the Wong family, it has grown into one of the largest and most profitable restaurants in the United States. Initially a small restaurant, it quickly gained a reputation for its superb food and unique dining atmosphere and expanded by the 1970s. The Kowloon became known far and wide for its unique Chinese furnishings, grandiose design elements, and huge menu offerings, which at a point had over 250 different items. The jingle on the radio quickly became known by all residents of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The Kowloon did for Chinese restaurants in the U.S. what Disneyland did for theme parks, which was that it drew both locals and tourists alike in huge numbers through sheer spectacle. Dim sum, a specific variation of Chinese cuisine, manages to keep its very authentic roots unaffected by more Americanized Chinese cuisine. Dim sum is known for its small dishes with traditional methods such as steaming, frying, and baking employed. To ensure authenticity, many dim sum establishments source their recipes entirely from China itself, with no Western influence. Dim sum is extremely popular in Chinese immigrant communities in the U.S., but really began in San Francisco's Chinatown. In conclusion, the history of Chinese cuisine in the U.S. is a tale of cultural exchange and adaptation. From its modest beginnings in the late 1800s, when Chinese immigrants first introduced their culinary traditions to a largely unfamiliar audience, to the widespread embrace of diverse Chinese dishes across the nation today. The preservation of traditional East Asian cooking, alongside adapting to Western tastes, is the reason Chinese food is one of the most common types of cuisine in the U.S. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave your comments. Be sure to stay in touch for more history videos. Sincerely, the History Pilgrim.